I am doing a question and answer today, which I'm super excited to do. I'm really excited for those of you that responded. So I thought that one of my questions I would kind of focus my video around and do a workout out of it. And that question was, how many sets and reps do I do? Now, first I want to answer a little easier question, and that is, what are sets and reps? Rep stands for repetition. Now, repetitions is going up and down with the weight. So if I'm doing curls, that's one rep, 2 reps, 3 reps, 4 reps, 5 reps. Say I'm going to set that weight down. I've just completed 1 set of 5 reps. Once I pick that weight back up and I do 5 more reps, that would be my second set. Let's go on with our next question. How many sets and reps should I do? So to answer this question, I am going to be demonstrating all the different types of, or all the different ways you can combine your sets and reps. The most common set and rep combination, which is 3 sets of 10 repetitions. Now, with this, you want to pick a weight that you feel that you can get 10 reps out of. Now, whether it's easy for you to get 10 reps out of it or it's hard for you to get 10 reps out of it, that really depends on you. My suggestion is, when you're working out, the point is to push yourself. If you're not pushing yourself, you're not going to get anywhere with your workouts. So pick something that's a little bit harder for you to get 10 reps out of. 5 by 5 is going to be 5 sets of 5 repetitions. Just like the 3 by 10, you're going to want to pick a weight that you feel you can get 5 reps out of. Now, it's probably going to be more heavy than the 3 by 10 because you are only doing 5 reps of this, and remember, we want to push ourselves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo! The next one is a 4 by 8. Now, this means 4 sets of 8. I hope you're seeing a theme here with these. It's going to be a little bit more taxing than the 5 by 5 because you're doing 8 instead of 5. And this is really good for, not only is it good for strength, but it's good for endurance too, whereas the 5 by 5 is a little bit more about strength. What a drop set is this is a set where you're going to pick a little bit higher of a weight than you usually can get 10 reps out of. And you are going to lift that weight as many times as you can. So if you get past 10, hell yeah, good for you. Next time when you're doing a 3 by 10, you should probably be doing that weight. Once you finish that set, you're not going to do any rest. You're going to go ahead, drop that weight with no rest in between, and you're going to go right back at it again as many times as you can until you feel that you can't go anymore. And then you're going to drop that weight again and repeat. And you're going to do that until it's literally you're not lifting anything. That's the way I do a drop set. Other people do it differently. Some people do a drop set just 3 times. They'll just drop the weights 3 times and do as many as they can. Some people do a drop set where they can only get 15 out of them. I personally do a drop set until I can't do it anymore, and then I drop that weight, and then I will do it again. Good job. See, so it's still hard for her, and she's only doing about 30 pounds. Pyramid sets are 5 sets. So your first set, you want to pick something that you feel you can get between 10 and 15 reps out of. Your second set, you're going to want to do something that you can get 4 to 5 reps out of. And then your third set would be your max. Your third set, if you think about it, is like the peak of your triangle, right? You're going lightweight, a step up, and then your max. You're hitting the peak of the triangle, and you're going to get however many reps you can get out of this because it is your max. Taking this off, you've hit the peak of the pyramid, now we're going down. You're going to go with what you, the weight that you did before you went on your max, right? And you're going to try to get as many as you can out of that. It may not be 4 to 5 reps like the last time you did this weight because you just did your max set and you are probably tired. So you're just going to do as many as you can. And then your last set, you're going to go to with what the weight you first started with, and just the same as the set you did before that, you're going to try and get as many as you can. This is very taxing. I save the best for last. This is called the V100. is 5 sets of 20. The main point of this is to get 100 reps of whatever exercise you're doing. I usually do 15s when I'm curling. I'm probably going to drop down to 10 because I'm doing 20 reps of these, and not only am I doing 20 reps, I'm doing 5 sets of 20.
5.
So I am sitting here, it's about 9 o'clock tonight, and I figured I would answer some questions that I got from Breezy Cast. Thank you for asking some questions. I'm really excited to answer them, so here you go. First one you asked was, what do I use to edit my video? I use iMovie, but I'm just using my iPhone to videotape these videos. So one thing I do want to invest in, actually, and I'll bring this up now, is I want to get into some royalty-free music. So if you guys have any suggestions for that, please let me know. So your other question was, how do I recommend calculating macros? And before I answer this question, I think I'll answer another question that I actually get often, and that is, what are macros? So counting your macros is a certain type of dieting, and it's also referred to as flexible dieting because you can be very flexible with this dieting. And I think the best way to describe macros is I'm going to use a little bottle of ranch. So in everything you eat, you have macronutrient and micronutrient. Micronutrients are things like your vitamins, vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, and then you have iron and things like that. Macronutrient is just 3 things, and that is your fat, your carbs, and your protein. So if you think of your macronutrients as a pie chart and you're going to split it in 3 ways, the most common ways to split your macros are 50% carbs, 30% protein, 20% fat. And then there's also the 40-40-20. But if you want to know the split that I'm on right now, which this is tailored to me, I do 45% carbs, 25% fat, I believe, and 30% protein. Let me check. I actually have Tyler calculate my macros, but for those of you who don't have a personal trainer that you happen to be dating, a really good way to figure out your personalized macros is to go ahead and check out Micheal Kory's videos. He has 3 videos that I would recommend watching, and I'll go ahead and link them in my bio. Third question is leg day or back day. This is hard because I'm not a huge fan of either of these. Actually, you know, I'm starting to like leg day a little bit more, but I'm honestly more into like chest day and arms. What should newcomers look for when selecting a gym? For that, I'm going to focus on the word newcomers here. If you're a newcomer and you're looking for a gym, first of all, I guess it depends on your mindset, but I'm thinking that if you're a newcomer and you want to get into a gym and do some things that you haven't learned before, because I believe that, you know, everybody can run on a treadmill, but the weight section of the gym is super intimidating, and it was for me at the first time I started. I remember Tyler had to like pretty much drag me into the weight section when we first started lifting. So my recommendation when looking for a gym is to look into the deals that they have going on with personal trainers, because if you want to get into weightlifting, CrossFit, HIIT training, anything that you don't know about, it's always great to speak to a personal trainer that they have on hand. The next one was how I feel about fasted cardio. For those of you who don't know what fasted cardio is, that is doing cardio on an empty stomach. What I learned from bodybuilding.com is that doing cardio on an empty stomach, yes, that's going to help you burn more fat. However, this method is not good if you're trying to build muscle. Now, my suggestion about working out, should I be building muscle? Yes, you should be building muscle. That's another thing that I'm going to link in my bio, because when I first heard fasted cardio, that's when I was really getting into my lifting phase. And I think any of you guys who lift will kind of agree with me. Like, you kind of get snobby when you start lifting. You're like, oh, I don't need cardio. And then it starts sticking with you. You're like, oh, cardio. Like, you start hating it more and more and more. And now I've gotten to this point where I just really hate cardio. So I guess the answer to this question is I personally would not do fasted cardio. I feel like that was a loaded question. I feel like I'm going to get some flack for that. I don't know. I feel like I should have answered that a little less harshly. Fuck it. This is all, like, on my, like, opinion, and I'm not really... I don't think I'm really, like, prescribing anything to anybody, or...
You're not?
No. I mean, I'm not, but I don't think it sounds like I'm like, you should do this.
Yeah.
I'm just really afraid of a vegan gains video coming out on me. I don't think my, like, pride could take that. Back off, vegan gains. Get out of my shit.
Worst of the fitness industry.
Worst of the fitness industry. Cancel. You just look like a... My baby. Oh, she's so cute. Oh. 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 Mom, I am so annoyed. Oh. 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 Sid.